So I just read book number 5 in the Blackwater series by Michael McDowell, and this book is The Fortune, so book number 5. This time around we're still following, the Kasky family, which are now richer than they ever were, even though, they were still a rich family, and now they just grew richer and richer. Mainly, it's Eleanor's doing, mainly, actually. Eleanor and Oscar, essentially. They're way older. It's never said how old Eleanor is, but we kind of see, Oscar getting older and older as time goes on, actually. We get to see the creatures a little bit more once again. This book is less horror than all the others, in my opinion. We don't see the ghosts in here, and I think it's the only book, as of now, that we don't see really the ghosts. We only see the creatures, essentially. We just got to see how rich they got and how they got there. That's essentially it. That's mainly this book. But still, I really enjoyed this book once again. It's more of the characters' development that we're seeing within this book than anything else. It's just, how the characters are evolving with the story, essentially. That's mainly what this book is all about. And I've not said that for the previous 2 books, I think, if I remember correctly, but, in the previous books, we always had this feeling of impending doom, that something bad was about to happen. I no longer felt it in this book. It's less oppressive in a way, maybe because, they get so rich, everything comes rather easily for them. So you have this sense of relief, after all these oppressiveness that you were feeling throughout the series. And now it's more, open, and you breathe quite easily, which is, a welcome break from all of that bleakness that we were having before. And once again, I really enjoyed the characters, how they're evolving with the stories within that story. And yeah, I really enjoy their character arcs and everything, even though some of them are really unlikable and you wish that they would just disappear. They're still here and they're part of the story. And even if, I didn't want them around, I still liked the fact that they were and that they're part of that story, even though, you don't really like them, because you still care for them, actually. As I said in previous video, I think that this is one of his strengths of Michael McDowell, sorry. I think it's one of his strengths is building good characters, and even if you don't like these characters, you still kind of care for them, even though you want them dead. You don't really, because you still want to see them around and all of that. So I really enjoyed that from this author, actually. And this book is just sad, so there's less horror, there's not spookiness in this book. There might be, but as a general feeling, I did not feel that same horror-y kind of feeling, gothic feeling. It's hard to explain like that feeling, that oppressiveness feeling, this impending doom, as I said, kind of feeling that something's bad is gonna to happen. You no longer have that kind of feeling and no longer have that horror element, spookiness to this story, actually. But it's still an enjoyable story. I really enjoyed all the characters. It's more this part is just kind of a relief from all what was happening before. I still think that book 6 is going to be back in horror and everything. I just feel like this was kind of a relief once again on the spookiness and everything, just to give us a short break to jump back into the horror and everything. So that's it for the review of this. Thank you guys for watching once again. I really appreciate it.